So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive. So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
What's good, everybody? It's another episode, Titans Colosseum, man. I'm here again with my bros right here. You know, we got Morocco Taylor, RJ Ellison, man. How y'all doing today?
Man, we blessed, man. We blessed, man. We're ready to get to this two-tone business.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, do rag RJ in the building, man. You know what time it is, man. We got a lot of business stuff, man. So you know, I gotta keep do rag on, bro.
Man, I know, bro. We kind of talked about, we made a couple of jokes, man. There's a lot of stuff going on with the Titans right now. A lot of news came out with some bad news for us that came out, but we also have some other topics we want to bring up and to discuss because the disrespect for the Titans is still happening, it's still going on. So we just got to show them again why we're the Titans and why y'all need to stop underestimating us. But as we all know, NPF came out and got a suspension, 6-game suspension for gambling while at the workplace. So I want to kind of hear y'all's opinions on this too. I kind of have a little bit of a rant about this as well, but I want to hear what y'all have to say first.
I'll go ahead and start this one off, man. I honestly believe that the situation with Nicholas Petit-Frere is stupid. I mean, yeah, he was at the team's facility, but he wasn't gambling on football. I mean, is it that serious to where y'all don't want the players betting around the team facility, or you know, if they're staying at the team hotel or on a, you know, team plane or whatever? I mean, the league is making God knows how much money off of betting, but yet the players, you know, they can't bet on other sports during team time. I mean, man, it's just ridiculous. I mean, if it's like that, they might as well just cut betting out altogether.
Bro, how did they even figure out that he made that bet while at the facility? Like, how did they even figure all that out?
Apparently, that what I've listened to 404.5 the radio, and they was talking about basically they got some of the phones tapped, and you know what I'm saying, you when you connect to the Wi-Fi within the facility, I guess they have the phones tapped or whatever service, and they got all that tapped.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess that he did it while being on the facility's Wi-Fi or facility's internet server, and then they're able to collect that information off the server. Okay, that makes some sense, and that's, you know, that's kind of what I was like. I'm with Morocco's that you're at the workplace, so at some sense you don't do that. But for me, like, this betting stuff is getting out of hand with these players. It seems like they're just wanting to hit them for everything. Like, he betted on tennis. What is really so wrong with him betting on tennis? Like, I get, like, during the Pete Rose days, like him betting on his team against his team when he was in the World Series and all that stuff. Like, I get why we have that betting rule, but it's starting to seem like these dudes just can't enjoy their money and do what they want to anyway. And from my opinion, as long as they're not betting on the game that they're in, I don't even give a damn if they're betting on another football game. I truly don't care. Like, there's no change in that. And the people's like, well, they might have some insights. Football is too big of a team sport for one player to truly go out there and like make the whole team tank and lose. Like, coach is gonna pull stuff like. So I don't understand what's all this big emphasis on betting when A, they're not betting even on football, and B, they're not even betting on their own teams. Like, as long as they're not betting on the games that they're actively playing in, I don't give a damn what you're betting on. Go do what you want to do with your money. But bro, just, you know, there's gonna be consequences to it as well with, you know, financial wise if you lose.
They say integrity of the game, but they say integrity of the game when it comes to gambling. But Cam Robinson, he out here with only a 4-game suspension, and he got busted with PEDs. I mean, it's silly to me.
Yeah, see, this is my take on it. I didn't get a chance to really get what I had to say off was I don't know. I just look at it like this, man. What's the difference between him betting within the facility and betting outside the facility, even though it isn't on the NFL? There's no difference. He just make the bet when you leave the facility. I just look at it like that. Also, my thing is, all the Titan fans, you know what I'm saying? They talking about, oh, it's over. Our line is gonna be trash, man. We gonna be just fine, bro. Let's be real here, man. How many times have we lost a player and we just replaced them with a player that can do literally the same thing? Like, don't I like NPF. He's a young player. He's gonna be a good player for the Tennessee Titans. But I mean, come on, there are other NPFs out here. If we lose to the Saints week 1, we're not gonna come pop on this podcast and be like, we lost to the Saints because our right tackle got suspended. Like, that's not exactly what we're gonna say. Hey, I promise you, we're gonna find somebody on somebody practice squad, or there's probably somebody just waiting right now, maybe a Jalen Duncan or we might even put Brunskill at right tackle. They're gonna fix his offensive line. They got a whole training camp to fix his offensive line. We're gonna be fine, man.
I think that's where it's gonna go is Brunswick. Brunswick goes right tackle, but bro, it's just like I don't know, and I just hate like when the media comes out with these stories, they try to almost already make it like seem worse than it is. Like they come out to stories like, oh, MPF has been suspending for gambling, so you automatically think like, oh, he's been betting on it, football games, this and that. They don't want to come out and truly tell you that, like, oh, it's just a tennis game at the facility, and it's like with the PED stuff. Sometimes people get suspended because they're using performance enhancing drugs, and then you find out that performance enhancing drug they used was Viagra. And you're like, dang, you got suspended because you was doing that and that wasn't allowed for you. So it's like some of these rules, and they push to make a narrative to make some of these players look like they're really doing horrible things, and they're not even really doing bad things.
Facts, man. I mean, like I said, the whole thing is just it is stupid. And as far as what we do, as far as when he actually goes on suspension, I'm worried about the depth. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the depth because with this team, anybody's sudden to get injured at any given time, and then we're sitting up here in a situation where we got Dennis Daly part 2 again. So,
no.
Yeah.
That's
we're gonna
what
get
I'm
the
worried
in a
about.
minute, bro.
Yeah,
most definitely gonna get to that situation right there, man.
Yeah, man. But we stick on this O line. So, what do you think what the O line's gonna look like moving forward?
I think Brunswick goes to right tackle. That's somebody that they've praised over the years, constantly saying that they can plug and play him in any position in all 5 spots of the offensive line. So I think that's probably going to be the first place the first person we try to reach out to and see if that's going to be a good fit at right tackle. But yeah, I think that's where we got to start with as Brunswick.
Yeah, like I said, we already was thin on the back end when it comes to offensive line. So man, it's gonna be some shuffling going on, man. And somebody actually brought up on the radio earlier this week, maybe Ben Jones gets a call from the Titans. I don't know, man. we gotta make something happen to get past these 6 games, man, because the last thing you want is to put the wrong guys in the wrong places. Then we right back to doing the same song and dance as last year.
And people are kind of going crazy, man. It's a right tackle, man. Like it's important. Don't get me wrong, right tackle is important, but it's not. We didn't lose our left tackle. You know what I'm saying? If we lose our left tackle, then I've been in here. It'd be a long show. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord have mercy, how we gonna protect Tannehill? Like a right tackle, at least Tannehill can see the guy coming. He can see the guy coming. Hey, the left tackle, I'd have been in here going crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right tackles is a lot easier to replace anyways, because they do have so much of those little hinderings or things that help them in a situation. Like the QB can see that size, so you can kind of get away with, you can mess up in situations where the left tackle has to be precise, has to be on their shit. But that right tackle, you can kind of get away with some things because the QB is going to see that when you get beat, they're going to be able to step back up, or if they did cut you inside, they're going to step back out and roll out. So it's a lot easier to replace, and especially with our sense, like we run to the right side a lot. We just need somebody with some power that can hold that down and be an anchor on that right side, and we'll be just fine.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Things may be fine, but they could also get ugly as well.
Yeah. And I think like the
Yeah,
past couple of years have kind of shown us that like even when one person does go down, we do have players that come in, do step up. Like, okay, with Dennis Daly, we're gonna throw that to the side. But we've seen the past couple of years, we've used over 80 somewhat players each season. Like we can find talent to step in place and do what we need to do. Is this ideal? No, but it don't make me ever lose hope because I know that Vrabel's going to put somebody in that position and he's going to put somebody that he knows that can succeed.
I'll just say this, and I'm done talking about it. And Peter Skoronsky pick, I mean, shoot, it's looking like gold now.
Yeah.
Imagine if we didn't have him.
Oh my goodness, we'd be in here stressed out if we didn't have Peter Skoronsky.
Bro. Yeah. So I mean that hindsight's 2020, right? That does look like a good pick. And okay, so we'll segue over to the next topic because I mean they already kind of did bring it up in the chat as well as Hassan Haskins getting in trouble, getting legal trouble, him and his girlfriend getting locked up and going to jail for domestic violence altercation. We just can't win right now in this offseason, bro. It's one thing after another, man. So we'll go around the table on this one too. What's everybody's thoughts on this?
Well, since Morocco started first, I'll do this first one. Man, I can't wait to training camp start, man. I just feel like they just ain't got nothing else better to do at this point, bro. Like, man, like what? You can't let these females get the best of you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she liked the dude picture, man, and he spazzed out, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Females, they do it to us, man. They do it to the best of us, man. But man, like, you hurt your team with that, dude. I mean, granted, we do got two running backs. Tajay Spears is probably gonna be our number 2 running back. But dang, I want that 3-headed monster. I want that 3-headed monster. But like I said, man, this one. I don't know what's gonna happen to Haskins because they may both get off because they both went to jail for it. So we'll see what happens going forward.
Yeah, but I just don't know, bro. I get you with the thing too. Like, okay, you've hurt the team, but like it's minor. But bro, big thing is that you just messed up your possible full NFL career with this.
Mhm.
Like this might be done for you now, not even just as a Titan, just as a whole NFL career, because this is just something that the league has shown they have zero tolerance for this type of behavior, no matter what is going on or what you might excuse it for. They've shown that there's zero tolerance for this type of behavior. And bro, like you said, just don't get emotional, man. If that's the situation, she liked another guy's Instagram. Okay, so if you're saying that she's giving attention or showing that she's putting herself out there on the market, then you just make your logical decision that either you're going to talk about this with her or you just going to say, okay, that's the line for me. And then you're just going to get out. There's no sense in going all that extra physical. Go ahead, getting emotional, showing your weaknesses and acting upon emotions and doing something bad up in that situation. There's a lot of men sitting in jail right now because they acted upon emotions rather than just acting upon their logic. Don't let nothing, anybody, including females or any situation, get enough of that power of you that they can put you in a situation right there that's going to wipe out everything you worked your entire life for. It's not worth it. It's not worth it over her liking that picture. Just cut her off. Go find you somebody else that's going to be within your guidelines if that's something you're not willing to tolerate. But there's no sense in you doing all that extraness, man. You just threw away a perfectly good career that millions of others would just bust their ass off to have for it, and you just let it go.
I also look at it like this. I'm gonna let Morocco go ahead this. My thing is I feel like the sign was already there with that girl, man. He just keep on, overlooking it, man. Like you had to have seen this coming. You know what I'm saying? There's no way this shocked you this much that she liked another dude photo. And to the point where it's like, oh, I can't believe this happened. Like, no, you knew this was coming, man. This is probably the multiple time that she is showing a sign like this. You know what I'm saying? So
talking too friendly to teammates,
escalate to pistols. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Morocco,
no, we can't hear you, Morocco.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody a quick rundown of the story, what all went on. 2 separate incidents. First incident, like an Instagram photo in which she began throwing his stuff, throwing some shoes. He got mad and she pretty much wouldn't stop. So he pushed her to the ground and ended up strangling her for like what 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, from what they say.
Yeah. So then fast forward to the 29th, which was last night. they was out eating and they started discussing ending their relationship, and he just up and left the restaurant, and she had to catch an Uber back home. Called the Uber back home, finds him there. Then she begins throwing things at him. This time she threw a glass at him and it shattered, and went locked herself in the bedroom. Then Haskins kicked down and punched down the door to get to her. And during the argument, she ripped off his $5,000 chain, end up messing that up. Then in return, Haskins shattered her phone, and then she got his old phone and called her mother, in which she then saw a bunch of Snapchat notifications where Haskins had been looking at a bunch of other women. I mean, there were nude photos, and you know what dudes look at on social media or whatever. So the incident, I mean, it got physical again, in which she got a knife and went towards the garage and threatened to slash his tires. And he then cocked the gun and said, "I hope you would." And honest to God truth, man, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Stay y'all ass out of these toxic ass relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know who y'all dealing with or whatever. So it ain't no situation to where the other person is the crazy one and you just defending it. Nah, you like it. I mean, you got people all throughout the music, on the internet, on movies. I mean, they glorify this type of stuff, being in a toxic lifestyle or whatever. And it really ain't cool, man. Me, honestly, I'm not putting myself in no toxic relationship. If you feel like you got to put your hands on me, we might well end it. If I ever feel like I got to put my hands on you, we ending it. There's no need for all that, because, see, here's what happens. Everybody know when you in a relationship or whatever, it's always about get back. Everybody trying to get one up on each other. And then when you start putting hands on each other, you're trying to get that get back. And then at the end of it, if it turns to the worst, I mean, you're going to end up killing somebody, or both people might end up dead. So stay y'all ass out these toxic relationships.
Bro, you know, just as a man, you got to stay rational, man. Don't let emotions just take over and charge. Be in control of your emotions. Don't let your emotions be in control of you, bro. It's never going to be a situation where, as a man, you let your emotions take over and it's going to be for the better. It's never. You have to know. Like, there's a quote that I love, and it says, "I'd rather be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in the war." Which means I'd rather have the capability of doing something, but having the control, knowing that it is not the right time or the place for that type of situation, right? So in these situations, bro, it's just be honest with yourself. You see the red flags, you see these situations. There's no sense in carrying it on. Like RJ was saying earlier, there had to be other signs. This wasn't the only time this happened. You might be out at a club somewhere and she's entertaining a guy, giving some more attention, talking too friendly than she really was, dressed in certain ways that you might not like. Those are times that you see if that's something you're not willing to be a part of, then cool. They go do what they want to do. You go do what I want to do. Look, these are the guidelines. These are the stipulations I have. If you want to be around me and be in a relationship with me, if you don't want to do those, and that's cool. That's fine. Go do what you want to do. But I'm gonna go here. But don't start trying to sacrifice your lines and your boundaries, because then that's when you're gonna get emotion when things like this start to happen. When you didn't lock that shit down in the first place, when those red flags came in the sight. So, man, you see that shit, just let it go, man. It's no sense in wasting everything you worked hard for over a temporary emotion. Don't make permanent decisions off of temporary emotions, bro.
Right, especially when you got something to lose.
Yeah, most definitely. That's like he had everything to lose out of this situation. Like, she didn't have anything to lose. You know, she clearly done with him in her mind. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the signs are there. The signs are there, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. She ain't just come up out of nowhere with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they should have been ended this. You know, they should have been done with this toxic relationship. And watch, I'm gonna let you know this now. They gonna get back together. Watch. I'm calling it
Oh
out.
yeah,
They gonna get back together. Why?
Blue
Have you seen her mug shot? Have y'all seen her mug shot?
Was she smiling?
Yeah.
I mean, she looked like she don't give a fuck. Like I said, toxic. They always looking like they don't give a fuck.
Looked like she was ready to go up in that, drunk tank and start telling everybody all about what she did, bragging, boasting. But man, yeah, she was,
Yeah.
She gonna get back with them, bro. They can't live without each other. I already know, man. I done seen these type of relationships before, man. Hey, it's just toxic.
Yeah, bro, it's no good, no sense, bro. My piece is too important to me to deal or entertain that shit at all whatsoever.
I mean, he got a chance to be the next great Titans running back, and he out here dealing with a toxic ass motherfucker. I mean, come on, man.
Steve McNair doing the same thing. We can't act like he ain't had toxic relationships.
Okay,
true. I mean, true, but still,
he didn't do all this stuff. But
okay, all right, he didn't put.
Still,
bro, he didn't do all this stuff. He wasn't getting locked up and all this types of stuff. This man was just, sleeping around.
Steve was just, you know what I'm saying? Steve just had his side thing. He was going to knock down his side thing. His side thing was really the toxic one. I mean, Steve wasn't just, up out here spazzing out, choking her out, and breaking down doors and doing all this foolishness. No, man. Steve was just getting him a little poo-tang on the side or whatever. And, old girl, she messed around and, did him in and did herself in. That's why I say both people may end up dead in these situations, man. Keep y'all ass out these toxic relationships. Get you somebody with everything to lose, man, because them be the ones who realize that, hey, I'm not finna let nobody jeopardize my success.
Bruh, but they hard to find, bro. It's hard to find partners that are assets and not liabilities, bro. You know how hard it is. It's even more so hard nowadays, and we've talked about that stuff. But bruh, but you gotta go find it, bro. You don't settle. You gotta go search for that.
Exactly, man. I mean,
this sounds like our conversations we be have off screen.
I mean, we pretty much turned this into a whole nother show, man. I mean, we have been supposed to be talking about the Titans no more. And hey, we talking about relationships. I mean, this is wild, but this the off season. We can do that.
That lets you know that the football needs to start, man. Because right now we giving toxic relationship advice on the Titans Colosseum, man. This is hilarious.
Look, this is what happens when you have one player come and gets caught on Instagram offering money for box, and then you got another player going to jail for stuff like this. Then you have a coach going to jail for DUI. It's like we got to start start talking about morals and understanding certain when all our players and facilities or people within the facility is starting to go to jail and making bad decisions.
But you know what our fellow fans used to say back in the Gap though. Oh, we ain't got nothing but choir boys. We need to stop worrying about getting good guys. Now you got a bunch of sorry motherfuckers that's fucking up. I mean, come on, y'all, man. Have some damn sense in the situation, man. We're gonna read some of these comments, man. That's something else we gotta start back doing, man. We gotta start reading these comments, man. And just like the Facebook user said, man, it's toxic. I mean, that's all it is. Ike Turner action. Exactly. I mean, but this right here, like 2023 version of that, to where the woman on Ike Turner time a damn self look like, god dang it, she on more than Ike Turner time. She picking up knives and he picking up guns. I don't recall Ike ever picking up a gun on Tina.
It was it out here, bro.
Yeah, man. We all family here, man. Man, I got my cousin in the building, man. What's going on with you, cuz, man? Thank y'all for watching up out there, man. Look at cuz. We'll be laughing about this with the boy. Eat the cake out of me. Shit, out of me, god dang it, ain't going.
Yeah. Well, man, RJ, I know you had some topics you wanted to bring up about some of the disrespect that's been going around. So I
Oh
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
bring those
You
up,
know,
and
I love their respect. Hold on, real
I
second,
got some
man.
pictures to bring up as well. So I added 2 more there as well, so we can bring up those right after you as well, because it ties into your topic as well.
No, okay. So, well, the first thing we're gonna bring up, man, they decided to have a all time AFC South starting lineup. You know, this shit trash, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This thing is trash, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna post it on here, and I'm just gonna let y'all just sit back and just look at this. And y'all tell me what y'all see missing from this list. Oh no, hold on, wrong picture.
They're wrong
Wrong
with
with
you,
that
right?
is there.
All right.
Y'all let us know what's wrong with this list.
Man, every damn thing. Every damn thing, because a Jags fan made this bullshit.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna tell you, you can tell a Jag fan made this. Fred Taylor over 3 Titan running backs and probably 2 Colts running backs, probably over 2
I'm gonna be
Texas
100%
running
real.
backs. I will put.
I'm just saying, look, man, I just feel like the Tennessee Titans themselves for this division has put a stamp on that position. Like I just cannot see a Jaguar being a running back, bro. I'm sorry, I just can't. There's no way, bro. I don't care what Fred Taylor's career numbers look like. I don't care. When you watch that tape, when you look at that tape, ain't nobody try to see Derrick Henry, bro. I don't care. Derrick Henry in his prime, people are scared. We got people playing 8 men in the box the whole game. The whole game. Fred Taylor not doing that, bro. He not doing it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all Jaguar fan need to stop. I know his career numbers look good. I know he not even better than Eddie George. He not even better than Eddie George. I understand his numbers are better than Eddie George. But I'm sorry, he not even better than Eddie George. He just was more consistent. That's it. He was in the league longer.
Jimmy Smith over Reggie Wayne. That's another.
Are you gonna put you gonna put Emmitt Smith over Barry Sanders? Is he better than Barry Sanders? No. So if he not better than Barry Sanders because he got better numbers than him, then you gotta you gotta do the same thing here, man. Running back, bro. It's just about you gotta watch that tape, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, man, Jag fan, man, they definitely made this foolishness up, man. And I'm looking at got Lerman Tunsil on here, man, and you know how many great offensive linemen the Titans done had. I mean, clearly, they
You
not
telling
really
me
just
Bruce Matthews don't need to be on this list either? Like, I mean, he one of the greatest linemen of all time. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Like, the man played all 5 positions.
You could even throw Brad Hopkins on that list, man. I mean, there's so much you could do with this foolishness, man. And we ain't even got to the defense yet. And what's AP? Somebody explain
It
AP
must be all purpose or
man.
I don't know.
A piece of shit. That's what this list is.
I mean, at least it's Chris Johnson, though. At least they decided to put one tight running back on there.
And this ain't nothing but some Jaguar foolishness. John Henderson,
bro.
Jeffrey Simmons, which I mean, and listen, we all love Big Jeff as Titans fans. We all love Big Jeff, but Big Jeff, I mean, he ain't even got to his prime yet. So let's just hold off on putting Big Jeff on anything all time.
So are we putting Big Jeff over? Are we putting him over Albert Haynesworth?
That's how they feel.
Is Jarrell Casey's better than Jeffrey Simmons, in my opinion. For now, if we talk about this off of now, I mean, I feel like Jeffrey Simmons can be better. But
yeah.
I think that Jarrell Casey, when at his prime, to me, he was one of the best interior D linemen in the league. You know what I'm saying, for his time.
Yeah, bro. This is this is disrespectful on many levels, man. It's unreal.
I mean, they don't even got Keith Bullock on the list.
Yeah, Keith Bullock. You telling me that Shaq Leonard better than Keith Bullock? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm just looking at this list, bro. Okay, Jalen Ramsey, I'm cool with that. Vontae Davis.
Man, it's the same dude who quit at halftime, man. I mean, that right there, should get him excluded off of anybody's list. I mean, I try not to knock these dudes, but man,
yeah, even Javon Curse.
Cortland Finnegan?
Yeah, I feel like Cortland Finnegan better than Vontae Davis.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Man, this is
Bob Sanders. I'm cool with that.
Javon Curse.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we could rock with KB, man. But man, this list, I mean, it's just some Jaguar foolishness, and I can't wait for them to end up back in the dumpster, man. Because they think they got a big ass voice up out here over fluke 9-8 season. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, y'all
9-8.
Y'all doing too much, man. And it ain't over. RJ got more, and we gonna get to that. But
this will go blow y'all mind, bro. This will go blow y'all mind. Look at this. Under new management, now property of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They talking about Nissan Stadium. They came here. I'm gonna say this right. They have, guess how many wins they have in our stadium since 2013.
2?
No, they got one. One win in our stadium since 2013. And they talking like they the owners of it.
Bro, well, they have to find new real estate because they don't own their own stadium. Everybody goes there and whoops their ass, and they know they can't beat us in their own stadium, so they got to look for a new stadium. They don't even own their own.
He said they loony.
Man. Somebody hurry up and put them back in the dumpster, bro. I'm so tired of they daggone fans. And then something else that trips me out about Jaguar fans. Whenever somebody brings up they losing ass records throughout the years, they always holler out, "Stop living in the past." No, it's the present. I mean, presently, y'all are some losers. One season don't stop y'all from being losers.
They had one win
because y'all got a history of winning, then going right back to losing. So until you put together some consistency when it comes to winning, y'all gonna forever be losers.
Yeah, facts. Bro, they just love to talk so much trash, and it's like when it goes bad, they're like ready to jump ship. But when it's slightly goes well, just slightly, it ain't even gotta go great, just slightly goes well, they're like, we're the best, nobody can mess with us, it's always been us. Like, bro, y'all ain't been doing shit since Jalen left. We've been waiting for y'all to, like, we thought y'all and the Colts was going to be competition in this division. Y'all ain't showed up yet. Y'all been letting us down constantly. But y'all want to talk like y'all was doing something when majority of the season you wasn't doing well. The back 9 of the season, you was supposed to be winning games and you was losing ones you was supposed to win, and you made it have to be where it was Titans and Jags on the last game for the playoff berth. Like, y'all had control. Y'all didn't have no excuses. We was dealing with injured players left and right and having to deal with stuff and adversity that we was coaches going getting DUIs. We had all this diversity. Y'all didn't have that shit. But every time y'all lost, the media wanted to make excuses for y'all and didn't want to do it for us. And it comes to the last game of the season, and the refs got to give it to y'all with that forward pass, bro. And now they want to talk big smack like they doing something and was blowing people out. Y'all wasn't doing nothing.
It's trash, bro. I just can't wait. I can't wait for this season to start, man, for these boys to get humbled.
Man, they need to hurry up and humble them, man. I mean, shoot, I don't even care who does it. Somebody needs to do it because this fan base, I mean, shoot, the standards is low as hell down there. That's the thing. The standards is low. I mean, it's the same fan base who was telling us the same foolishness they saying about Trevor Lawrence right now. They were saying the same dumb shit about Blake Bortles. The garbage time king.
The boat.
Yeah, the garbage time king. Oh, we found our franchise quarterback. All we got to do is give them weapons. And I told a bunch of my fellow fans back in 2017, 2018, after the Jags had went to the AFC Championship game, I told them, look, man, this team finna implode. They finna go right back to losing. I said, do y'all not sit up and look at their patterns? I mean, they patterns is just straight up losing. They may sneak in a good season or two, but then they gonna give 5 right back. I mean, that's how they been rolling. But now they sit up and argue with me, talking about no, the Jags here, they got him. Man, it don't matter who they got. They are some losers.
Bro, and I want all this energy they've had about Calvin Ridley to stay. I want that same energy when the season starts and all that rust starts to show, and it shows that dude ain't really been playing football for 2 years. I don't want to hear the excuses now. Y'all like Calvin Ridley, best wide receiver, this, and that. Bro ain't caught a football or played a snap in how many games or how many days? So let's. It's not gonna be the same, bro. You gonna realize, you're gonna see, and I think that they're gonna try to force so much on Calvin that it's gonna make no sense that they're gonna try to. Doug Peterson always likes to try to force people in certain situations and roles and this and that. Well, they don't know what we got with them, so let's try this and that. And it's like I don't see it working out too well for them.
Well, the uniforms look good, and you know what I'm saying. The quarterback got long hair, and you know what I'm saying. The new stadium look nice, but the team's still trash. I don't understand what else. Come on, man. Y'all Jaguar fans, calm down, man. Like y'all know damn well, even y'all win the division, y'all go to playoff, get put out the first round. It's gonna happen. We all know what's gonna happen, man. Y'all do it every other season. If y'all even have a winning season this year, knowing them, they probably starting off 0-5.
Bro, the first game is against the Colts. I would love to see the Colts blow them out the water very first game and put a hinder to all this shit right from the jump.
Yeah, I don't know. The Colts might win that game. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't
beat the Colts in Indianapolis since what? 2013, 2014. I mean, it's pretty much the same losing streak that they had against the Titans before they got lucky and swept us. I mean, this is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They beat the. Listen, they still struggling to sweep the Texans. I mean, no matter how bad the Texans are, just like the Texans go and give us a loss, no matter how bad they are, they do the same thing with Jacksonville. But Jacksonville fans, they want to sit up here and bring up the fact, well, we blowed y'all out. Man, Houston been kicking y'all ass just as long as everybody else been kicking y'all ass.
Bro, that's the thing. They got short-term memory quick. And like short-term memory, I mean, like they forget last week. And when you bring up last week, they be like, man, that's old news. Why are you bringing up history? It's like, man, that is not history. That was just last week.
Man, that is their present with a wrap on top of it, with a bow. That's present. Jaguars, man. Come on, man. Let's move on, man. We done gave them enough attention.
So I want to bring up this one because we've talked about Ryan Tannehill on here a lot. And finally, like the media's kind of giving them a little bit of credit and stuff. Like I was watching the NFL Network or Good Morning Football the other day, and they was on there actually like praising Tannehill, talking about like they believe Tannehill's going to be the man for the Titans this year and he don't get enough credit. And they was finally bringing up some stats and some statistics and everything about what we've had. So I think some of our fan base kind of forget where we came from as a QB situation, and we take Tannehill for granted, even though he might not be the QB we're always wanting and what we're really truly looking for as that franchise guy. This dude has showed up and done a lot of things for us. And I just want to bring up this graphic just so y'all can kind of remember what we're dealing with here as what we've done with, like, Ryan Tannehill still hasn't made as many starts as Marcus Mariota yet. And he's already done outperform Marcus Mariota, outperform Vince Young. Like, there's a lot of people on this list. Bro, who the hell is Rusty Smith?
You don't remember Rusty Smith? Here we go, Rusty! Rusty, bro. Jeff Fish on the sideline. Let's go, Rusty!
But you know, like, bro, look at this list. It's sad. It's truly sad. I mean, Tannehill has done so much for us, so there's not even all that. And this is since McNair left, too. Like, we've been trying to replace a QB. But as well as, like, since Tannehill's become a starter, he's ran the play action better than anybody else in this league. So, like,
best running back. I mean, in which you really don't need, you know, a premier running back to run, you know, play action, be effective with it or whatever. But I mean, having Derrick Henry, man. Like y'all said, man, people fear Derrick Henry.
Yeah. That's
I told you, I've never seen a running back where people have to play 8-man in the box all game. It don't even matter what the receivers look like. We had AJ Brown and Corey Davis. They still playing 8-man in the box.
bro, and still will get 100-yard games. Still be chewing you up and beating you and running right through you and running right past you and running you over, bro. Like you can load up the box all you want against Derrick Henry. You might get him here and there, but you're not gonna get him for the entire game.
Yeah, man. I mean, they don't give a damn about what Tannehill accomplishes. I mean, we could go on to win the Super Bowl with Tannehill, and people would give everybody else credit but Tannehill.
But
Then turn around, listen, then turn around and holler out something about Patrick Mahomes or whatever when everybody saw what happened with Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl last season. I mean, he didn't even throw for over 200 yards. I mean, he had like 189 or something. They still giving him the credit, but you want to discredit Tannehill for whatever? I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, you're showing your haterade, man. I mean, you showing you got your whole gallon of haterade on display when it comes to this dude, and it's stupid to me at this point, man. I mean, looking at that list right there and what we done been through, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, honest to God, true, Tannehill is a breath of fresh air.
bro, that looking at that list kind of made me feel like the Cleveland Browns before Baker Mayfield. Like when they're talking about all the QBs they done went through and all the QBs that Joe Thomas has played, like snapped the ball to, and just like played for and blocked and protected. And I was like, bro, I'm starting to kind of feel like the damn Cleveland Browns here with all the damn QBs, and we can't find a franchise guy. But yet some people can get them back to back to back. It's unreal. So like, that's it's wide receiver and QB has been our weakness since the McNair days.
Yeah, man, we get close on quarterback, but we can't ever just get that one to just, say,
I told
this
y'all to
is
get
our
my
guy.
quarterback to go get me. I ain't want to listen to me.
I mean, we don't even know about that one, but we just straight up talking about Tannehill right now, man. I mean, Tannehill, thank God we got Tannehill, man, because if we didn't have Tannehill, guess what we would be doing right now? We would be adding 3-4 more people to that list, probably more than that, because the injury thing around here, man. I mean, we play more people off the streets than any team in this league. So I mean, shoot, y'all need to start being thankful that we at least got a consistent quality starter.
Yeah, bro, and the fact that like think about what we got Tannehill for too, and everything he's done for us. What third, fourth round pick we got him for, and Miami paid for the like $5 million of his contract the first year we got him too. Like, bro, we got Tannehill for a steal, and this dude has led us to number 1 seed in the AFC. He's led us to the AFC Championship game. Like, he's done a lot of things. Maybe he's not broken that glass ceiling completely, but he has gotten us out of dark days and put us into a better situation. And bro, I truly think they keep doubting us like they are. We're going to be able to be the underdogs in the season, and everybody's going to sleep on us, and we're just going to come out there and punch everybody right in their face, and they're not going to be ready for it. Like Mike Tyson says, everybody got a game plan until you come and hit them in the face. And I think we're going to come hit them with a passing game this year that they are not expecting from the Tennessee Titans, and then we're just going to complement it and finish it off with the run game.
Yeah, they're gonna be surprised. I already know they do it every year. I've been saying it. I keep saying it every time, and they do it every year. They act like the Titans they can't throw the ball, they can't do this, they can't do that. The offense ain't gonna work just to see that it works every time.
Yeah. I think this the best time for us to go ahead and segue into our next topic, which is Kevin Byard sat down with Taylor Lewan and Will Compton on Bussin' with the Boys, and he was talking about the media and them saying that the Titans are rebuilding. And Kevin Byard's thing was, we, made obvious moves or whatnot, but we really didn't let go of anybody that, you know, you would consider to send the franchise into a rebuild. And he's right. I mean, I've been telling y'all that all along. I mean, who did we get rid of that says rebuild? We didn't get rid of Tannehill. We didn't get rid of Henry. We didn't get rid of Bott. Jeffrey Simmons is still on this team. I mean,
They preached it all season, but we didn't do it.
Yeah, man. I mean, the core guys are still around. And as long as the core is intact, this is not going to be a rebuild. I mean, it may be a competitive type of rebuild, but you know, saying that to the players, I mean, that's really disrespectful to them. They take that as disrespect. And you know, Kevin Byard talked about that too, man. Like, he liked when people, you know, doubting them and, you know, saying that they're gonna suck. And you know, they was doing the same thing the season where we went to the AFC Championship game and faced Kansas City. I mean, they were saying all this stuff about, oh, the Titans suck, and you know, they're replacing Marcus Mariota with Ryan Tannehill, and Ryan Tannehill couldn't get the job done in Miami. And I mean, we end up going to AFC Championship game. Kevin Byard spoke on that as well. I mean, he pretty much said that he believed if we had a premier pass rusher at the time, we would have won the Super Bowl. I mean, the evidence was there. I mean, you see how we jumped up on Kansas City. All we had to do is keep our foot on their necks defensively, and they would have won that game. But, you know, guys were beat up at the time, like KB said, and you know, we just didn't have that good pass rush like we had in 2021. Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna beat Mahomes. You gotta hit them. You seen when we played Mahomes, man. That when they came to Nashville, we beat them 27-3. That's how you gotta beat them, man. You gotta keep hitting Mahomes, and when you get the ball back, you gotta eat the clock. You know what I'm saying? You don't give Mahomes no possession. Hey, let them keep go out there and keep taking that beating.
Bro, I just hate how they keep saying, "Oh, Titans are rebuilding." They're in a rebuild. It's like, is it a rebuild when you don't, like Marco says, when you don't get rid of your core players and the only positions you're upgrading is positions everybody's in agreement that you need to upgrade anyway? We didn't tear down nothing. We just are improving and fixing the holes everybody already says that we have. We all agreed upon that. So I don't understand that.
Yeah, man. I
This
mean,
is my favorite comment right here. He said, "I'm glad ESPN fired Keyshawn Johnson, always talking down the Titans." I said the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I said the same. I said, man, thank you, man.
He was one of the main haters in 2021. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo better than Ryan Come on, man. Bro. I mean, this dude, he literally got carried to those championship games. I mean, what playoff moment did Jimmy Garoppolo have? Come on now. Somebody get in the comments and tell me a playoff moment Jimmy Garoppolo had. I mean, come on.
Touche.
And Tannehill, I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, he ain't up out there shredding. He wasn't up out there shredding defenses in the playoffs, but he at least has a rushing touchdown in the playoffs. He at least has a 50, 60-yard bomb that he threw to Khalif Raymond in the playoffs. He had that amazing pass to Jonnu Smith in the playoffs. Can you say all that about Jimmy Garoppolo? What do you remember about Jimmy Garoppolo in the playoffs? You remember Jimmy Garoppolo overthrowing Emmanuel Sanders to ice the game.
Bro, exactly. And the thing I love about Tannehill so much too that I admire about him too is like people tend to forget, like in college, he was a wide receiver first. He was wide receiver all the way up until like his team in college was like, hey, we kind of need a QB. All the guys are hurt, and he stepped up to play that position. been QB ever since. So like when people's like, "Oh, Tannehill took a hit. I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. He's running like this and he's bro, he was a wide receiver first. Like he's going to be able to take these hits. That's why he runs sometimes the way he runs and why he can take those hits that he takes and get up. And they're like, I just ain't never seen QBs do that because." Bro, he had to play tackle drills in the past where a lot of your QBs is over there just throwing the ball there in practice where Tannehill had to start taking hits at first and get used to that.
Bro. This man said no. No, bro.
Nah, we talking about league MVP versus a good quality starting quarterback. I mean, and I'm not gonna sit up and
no disrespect to McNair, but
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Steve McNair, everybody know, man, he was co-MVP with Peyton Manning, and you know, it's just something Tannehill hasn't accomplished. But I'm not gonna sit up here and trash Tannehill about that neither, like his haters do, because I mean, filling Steve McNair's shoes, I mean, it's going to take a hell of a player to do that. I mean, it's going to take a straight up elite caliber quarterback to do that because, I mean, that's what Steve McNair was at his best. He was an elite caliber quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I definitely say that McNair is still better. McNair was able to do like, bro, that last drive for the Super Bowl when we was playing against the Rams, everything McNair did to make every drive, every play extend, and just, bro, that heart, that dedication, bro. There was times where you see McNair come onto the games and Madden would have the graphic up and it'd be like a body there and it would show all the injuries McNair was having and playing through. And bro, there'd be like 9 or 10 of these things. They'd be like his ankle, his ribs, his wrist, his this, his shoulder. And it wasn't like minor things like how most players have, like, oh, everybody's injured throughout the, the season because they're hurting. These was like significant injuries that most people would have been on, injured reserves for, and he's still out here playing and doing amazing things for us. So that's why like the expectations for QBs are so high, because McNair damn near played through everything to put the team on his back and try to give us every opportunity to win every game, every moment.
Right, man. Yeah, man. And I want to speak on something else. Back to the KB interview with Bussin' with the boys. He talked about John Robinson as well, man. I mean, John Robinson is the guy who drafted this man. So, he's gonna always and forever have love for John Robinson. But he brought up a good point as well. I mean, John Robinson, I mean, he played the hand that he was dealt, and he did a good job with it. I mean, the decisions that he made, I mean, some of those were, head scratching, but it wasn't never a situation when he was picking those players where he wasn't thinking about making the team better. I mean, he took his chances. I mean, we had a window and he took those chances. That's why I say I can't knock John Robinson for that, because he ain't the first GM that done swung and missed in that window, and he won't be the last. I mean, Rand Carthon, if he gets to that point, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have some misses in the window as well. But I peeped something as well about KB in that interview when he was talking about John Robinson and the moves he was making. He didn't mention AJ Brown. I mean, he really didn't even get to that or whatever, which makes me think John Robinson straight up got fired over AJ Brown. I mean, if you sit up and put everything together, bro, he got fired over AJ Brown.
They're not gonna come out and say it.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back, because like kind of what KB alluded to in there, like, yeah, he did try and he took his shots. Like, he did try to go get certain players in free agency that we actually needed in positions, but they just didn't turn out. Jadeveon Clowney, Vic Beasley, a few others come in that just didn't work out that we thought was going to be Bud Dupree, that we thought was going to be good. Like, he actually went and got positions we needed, and it just was misses. So it's like you're missing, you're not re-signing players, you're doing bad with the budget, and then now you just let AJ go. Like, yeah, we got to, like, we could have handled you missing, because people do miss, but we could not handle you just letting us star wide receiver, elite receiver, possibly a Hall of Fame wide receiver walk out the door just because you want to try to lowball some change when the owner already told you pay that man.
Right. I mean, you say it's the straw that broke the camel's back. I just straight up think that he got fired just because of what AJ Brown done. I mean, you look at the situation like this right here. I mean, throughout all the misses or whatever, he still got a contract extension. I mean, his contract really wasn't supposed to be up until what, 2026, 2027? I mean,
Yeah.
this guy was here to stay, but he just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, got fired after AJ Brown put the belt on the Titans' ass. I mean,
Bro, because
they
like,
can dress it how they want to, but I mean, hey, we know why that man lost his job.
Right, because I mean, you got a point there because he just got an extension that year. But then what happened literally like a month after that? Coach says he don't want AJ gone, and then AJ's gone. Ownership says sign AJ. You tell ownership you offered them this and you didn't. So like, I don't think it's solely because of that, because I think there were some things where like, okay, you have done this, we're gonna try this, but bro, yeah, it was definitely a major contributor to it because like you said, they just got an extension that year, thought you was gonna go good, and then that's the only thing that's happened since then. But there was definitely questionable moves this man has made beforehand. Like, we're still paying for Julio Jones right now. Like, that's not the only bad decisions he's made. And I don't ever think anything was vindictive or he was just incompetent. It's just sometimes you go and you take a risk and it doesn't pay off. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, he swung. I mean, I don't fault him for swinging. It's just, the AJ Brown thing, man. I mean, God, I mean, I'm not. I got at some of our fellow fans, and I stand on that, man. I mean, after a certain point, you just got to shut up, toughen it up, and move on. But just looking at AJ, just talking about AJ, it opened up those old wounds, man. Because I mean, we've been desperately trying to find that dude at wide receiver. It's pretty much the same situation we're going through with quarterback. We ain't had a good down wide receiver, an elite down wide receiver since Derrick Mason. We done had some guys that came in here and, showed flashes, but we ain't never had that guy until we drafted AJ Brown, and we just straight up let him go for nothing. Bro. That's what it was, for nothing. Yeah, a first round draft pick.
We got Traylon Burks out of it, but we don't even know what Traylon Burks is. You feel me? Like,
exactly nothing. I mean,
it's stupid, bro.
If you're gonna trade AJ Brown, he should have got traded for multiple first round draft picks. I mean, we should have been sitting on a mountain of first round draft picks, because let's keep it real. The Eagles, they were desperate. They was desperate as hell for
we could have got a lot of the Eagles. The Jets
had another first round pick. Man, they could have shot the hell out of AJ Brown.
And that's what AJ wanted to be. That's AJ's, like Jalen's AJ's friend and the QB there. So that like we had a little bit of an advantage on that negotiation side to make them pay more. Like, y'all want him, he wants to be here. We don't technically want to let him go. Like you had the ball in your court and y'all kind of dropped that. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. We could have got so many more draft picks. And then we could have traded up and went and got Bryce Young like RJ wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Man, get me started,
did a lot of things, man. I mean, shoot.
Now we ain't never got no damn draft picks. Then we use a draft pick to trade up to go get garbage ass Will Levis.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough, man. But I mean, we just gotta have faith in Trey, man. I mean, Trey right now, doing the things he needs to do to take that next step, man. So I mean, I'm gonna get behind Traylon Burks, man. His first year, even though he had the injuries, I mean, I saw some things I like out of him. And I believe if he stay on that field, man, I mean, he gonna have plenty more opportunities to make those plays.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, we getting to that hour mark, man. We need to go ahead and wrap this thing up because it's 4th of July weekend. I know some people out there ready to get wild. I know they ready to hit the beach, go streaking. Somebody out there ready to blow the hand up with some fireworks, all that foolishness, man. But
yeah,
thank y'all for joining us, man. I mean, we really do appreciate y'all getting in the comments, chopping it up with us, and man, just continue to support us as we give y'all this two-tone business. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we ride out?
Yeah, man. We got, like I said, man, keep rocking with us, man. I know it's a long off season, but training camp's around the corner. We're gonna have a lot more football, actual football to talk about. We stop reminiscing on the past a little bit. We talk about what's going on the field, man. Talk about some positions, talk about show some highlights, something. We need some happiness in here, man. Like all this off season talk we keep having, man. All these suspensions and people getting arrested. Like I'm like, bro, can football start, please? Like I'm over here listening to 104.5. They start talking about Nicholas Petit-frere, and I'm like, all right, let me cut on another podcast. I go listen to something else. I had to cut on some Future or something, man. I can't do it. We need football to start, man. Please.
Yes, and, bro. I know I'm excited too. It's like Patriots have been doing some stuff this week. They've signed, Parker signed a couple more players. So it don't look like they're gonna be able to pay D-Hop. So I'm kind of getting a little bit excited, even though I'm trying to cool that because it kind of looking like D-Hop might come here unless somebody come in at the last moment. But bro, I'm kind of looking forward to waking up one day and there's like D-Hop coming to Titans. So I'm getting a little excited, but I'm trying not to, bro.
Right, man. We need something, man. We golly, man. And it's about to be the longest 25 days because I believe the Titans, they start training camp on the 25th. So this is about to be the longest 25 days ever. I mean, we've been here before. You know how that feels. But hey, as long as y'all come here with us, we're going to get past them 25 days. Because best believe we can talk about them Titans.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it's been a good show, man. We ready for this regular season to start, man. So if y'all ain't got nothing more to add, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all share, y'all subscribe, turn on the notification bell so every time we go live, we got some more stuff coming for y'all in the future. So y'all stay tuned. Every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all tune in with us. So we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night and stay safe for the 4th of July. Peace.